Well, good evening, Tallahassee, and welcome to Tuesday night's edition of FSU Weather. Here, we're going to start off with a live look at Doak Campbell Stadium. Pretty sunny out there, 88 degrees, so we're another warm day into this long system of warm days that we've had here. Current temperatures show around the area. Got some 90s popping up, 93 there in Quincy. We're going to get a little bit of relief at nighttime, but those daytime temperatures are skyrocketing. As we take a look at our tropics, though, this is the main story we're going to be talking about here, at least in our update here for you. 90% chance in the next 7 days, 90% chance in the next 2 days. And right behind that, we even see a little bit of a chance there, little tropical wave coming off of Africa there, 20% chance in the next 7 days. Of course, all of this is still just a little bit too early to tell. But for tonight's forecast here in the Panhandle, we're going to cool off down to 67. That's going to give you a little bit of relief from that heat we've had today. We've got a lot of warm and dry weather again. Trivia Tuesday to talk about again tonight, and also our first Sky of the Week feature. This is going to be all this and more on FSU Weather.
Ainsley, it does seem that hot and dry weather does seem to be the story for the week. How are you staying cool?
I'm really not. Honestly, I'm trying to stay indoors. It's not a great week to get outdoors during the peak heating daytime stuff, but in the morning and at night, you know, you can get a little bit of relief. I'm not a morning person, but I am a night person. What about you?
Right. I am actually a morning person, but I am not looking forward. Like on my way to the gym, I have been noticing the temperatures getting higher and higher, and you know, on the way to the gym, you want to be cool before your workout. So that is not a great thing, but yeah, I'm just really hoping for some fall temperatures to start making their way in.
Yeah, finally. I mean, we'll take a look at it in the national later with systems coming further down the line, but we've just been stuck in this big system that's gotten locked in. I've been watching stuff that's like high pressure system with this Omega block we had last week that is just, it sticks there, it locks in for quite a while. So we're finally starting to see just a little hint of relief maybe coming our way, which we'll talk more about later. But yeah, just a little bit of relief that we're hoping for, praying for, anything, you know.
Right, it seems like we're entering second summer. I know we were talking about fall a couple of weeks ago, but yeah. The summer temperatures are making their return, but hopefully we will see some relief soon.
Yeah, for sure. And it feels like that's all we can really talk about, you know, like how long can we repeat the same things to you guys? But now I think we're going to take it on over to the local with Chris, for he'll tell you if we have anything else developing.
That's right. Well, good news is we're staying pretty quiet here for the most part, but man, we're really feeling some of those toasty summer-like temperatures really all across the Big Bend, flirting with the 90s really all across the board. Mostly those mid to upper 80s. Today we actually hit 91 degrees, which is right about on average, but nowhere near that record of 102 set back in 1927. And as you can see on our live radar, really not a whole lot of action going on around the Big Bend, just some backscatter right there, but not a whole lot of rain to worry about. Not too many clouds either. We will see some of that cloud cover a little bit more towards the south, and really just a few passing clouds over the next several days, but not a whole lot in terms of our rain chances. They stay quite low throughout the next week. A little bit elevated going into the beginning of next week, but still quite relatively low. And because of those very low rain chances, it's going to be a great day at the pool tomorrow. We're kind of seeing that rinse and repeat forecast reaching 89 degrees by 5 p.m. And if you're planning on going out tonight, it will cool down just a little bit. Really, again, 60s across the board. Still 71 in Carabel, but still more so of those pleasant conditions really just to go around. Tomorrow, again, seeing a lot of those warm temperatures, 90 in Perry, 90 as well there in Madison. Here in Tallahassee, 89 degrees. So it's still going to feel quite a bit warm out there. And as we kind of look into the week ahead, we can see by Friday, 94 degrees. I mean, it's the middle of September, and I know me personally, I'm kind of waiting for some more of those cooler temperatures, so hopefully we'll see some more of that on the way soon. But as you look towards the beginning of the work week, still really the same pattern. sticking in those low 90s, overnight staying in the upper 60s as well. So it is still quite warm out there, but rather on the pleasant side. Thankfully, not much to be worried about in terms of rainfall. But Mila, what does the rest of Florida look like?
Well, heat does seem to be the trend in Tallahassee, but that is not at all the case for the rest of Florida, as you do have some showers making their way through the area, kind of cooling it off. And just look at these beautiful skies. I love to see Orlando, very nice blue, Tampa as well, as those showers are clearing out. But for your current temperatures, as I mentioned, those showers are cooling off the peninsula. West Palm Beach, you're a little rainy. But for the Panhandle, you are going to be sunny, warm. Hopefully, we do see a cool off in temperatures soon to bring some relief to your night. And as we look at our live radar, if you are commuting home from work on maybe I-95, your commute will be a little showery. And that is the case for Central Florida as well, as these showers do start to make their way across I-4. And as I mentioned, in the Panhandle, in the Panhandle, you are going to be a little drier out, just some cloud cover, bringing some relief to that heat. And for the future radar, we do just see those showers start to clear out. A little rainy, especially in southern Florida, but throughout Thursday, they will make their way out. And for tonight, we do have a lot of cloud cover with all these storms moving through the area. 76 in Tampa, 74 in Orlando. Pretty nice temperatures tonight. And it will be clear in Pensacola and Tallahassee, maybe if you want to do some stargazing on the beach. And those temperatures will pick back up tomorrow because heat does seem to be the trend for this week. And now we are going to take it to Chris with a broader look at the southeast.
That's right, Mila. And as we kind of look at some of our cameras all around the southeast, do you see a little bit of that cloud cover staying in the mid 80s, even here in Birmingham, 90 degrees, but a little bit cooler as you go further north towards Nashville. You're sitting at 78, and over NOLA, 85 degrees. So seeing those still somewhat warm temperatures, and that's kind of been a theme we've been seeing here a lot, especially around the southeastern United States. Our hot spot, look, is 95 in Shreveport, so it's definitely quite toasty out over there. But as I was mentioning, it does get a little bit cooler as you go further north, 77 in Charlotte, and Florida still feeling some of that tropical moisture. So again, still going to be a little bit toastier, so really just 80s across the board. And for our dew points, feeling a little bit muggier here over in Louisiana, and Florida being typical Florida, dew points really just in the 70s. But here in the Big Bend and over by us in Tallahassee, and as you go further north, slightly drier, which definitely is very nice to see, especially because you're not going to be sweating as much as compared to somewhere like Tampa. On our live radar right now, just a couple of showers and storms off of the Florida peninsula right there. Most of the southeast staying dry with just a few pop-up showers and storms throughout the region. But over here in Virginia, look at this rainmaker we have right here. This is a coastal low that's been bringing a lot of heavy showers and storms to the area, and as well as even the risk of some flash flooding with some of those, the waters moving onshore. So if you're in an area that has low-lying water, make sure to have a plan. But as we kind of time out some of this rain, again, mostly scattered showers and storms really all across the board. Over in Charlotte, it's going to be a pretty nice week with our temperatures reaching 89 by Friday. And Memphis, a bit toastier, 95 on Thursday, and really kind of a rinse and repeat forecast really throughout the rest of the work week. So should be pretty nice. So definitely maybe spend some time outside. But as we move towards New Orleans, very similar, 90s across the board. Still going to be a little bit warmer overnight, so should be great weather all around if you're maybe planning on staying out a little bit later, maybe after a long work day. And over in Atlanta, again, very similar story, basically either side of 90 degrees. But hey, check this out. Friday night, 60s, so almost flirting with those upper 50s. So very nice conditions if you're going to be maybe spending some more time outside in the evening. But for tonight's forecast, pretty mild conditions really to go around. So a little bit cooler of a start to Wednesday morning. And again, going to be kind of a scorcher really all across the board with those mid to upper 90s for a lot of the southeast. Some places still hanging on to 80 degrees. But now we're going to see what some of our conditions are like around the country with Ainsley.
Perfect. Thank you, Chris. So we're going to give this a minute. There we go. Active alerts right now. We've got some things going on in the Central Plains here, my home state of Nebraska. You've got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings right now. For now, we're going to take it on over to Virginia, though, where that low has been making its landfall. Even though it is a cold core low, it's behaving a little bit like a tropical system here, bringing you a lot of rain and rip currents along the beach. As we take a look at it, you can see it circulating right around in here. We're going to zoom in on it just a little bit, and you can see that little center of rotation there. That is going to be for the next couple of days, actually. So just make sure to stay aware of what's going on with the roads situation specifically. As we take a look over at the Central Plains, you see this line of storms starting to kind of form there. A couple of severe thunderstorm warnings and some of those stronger cells moving eastward right now. In terms of your temperatures, though, pretty hot in a lot of places except for those more rain-cooled areas in places like Denver and a couple of places out west, which we're going to touch on a little more later. But for your dew points, we're pretty solid in a lot of places. This is exactly what we want to see. Not too bad, not too dry. Denver on the drier side, but we are a little bit more comfortable here. In terms of our drought monitor, though, this is going to kind of reflect what we were seeing with our dew points. A lot of moisture needed there out west. This has been an ongoing issue for the past couple of months, and even down in Tallahassee a little bit. It started to spread southward into Leon County here, but places in Florida getting a little bit more rain as long as you're not in the panhandle. In terms of the 72-hour rain forecast, you're going to see that low kind of start to circulate. Well, all of that system that we have coming off of the Rockies is going to start to circulate, make its way a little bit further northward. This is what it's going to kind of look like. You can see all the rain getting concentrated there as it swirls across the plains there and makes its way northward. In terms of our temperature outlook, we had almost all red yesterday. Now we're finally getting a little bit of blue introduced to the map there. That's a little bit of relief on the way as it sort of makes its way across the U.S. We had that omega block that was locked in. Now we're finally starting to come out of it. You can see a little bit of that relief that could potentially lie ahead there for you. In terms of tomorrow's temperatures, though, we're going to warm up right away again, and then we're going to cool off right away again for the nighttime. We've been seeing all of that with our high and dry systems, but now I think we're going to take it on over to Trivia Tuesday with me and Chris as I make my way to the desk.
That's right. We got a pretty interesting topic for you guys. So rumor on the street is I think we're going to be our Trivia Tuesday is based on ozone.
Yeah, I think I got the heads up, hopefully.
Ooh, let's see if we're ready for this one. So what is the chemical formula for ozone?
I actually do know this. Do you know this?
Okay, I do know this one.
It's O3, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's O3.
Good.
All right, let's see if we
At
got
least
this
one of these questions we're getting right.
Yes. You
Yes.
got it. Okay. We nailed the first one. Let's see if we can get this next one, though.
How does the ozone layer benefit us?
Ooh. This is good. Okay.
Just provides a layer of protection. I don't know what the scientific response for that is, but you know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking with that, too. It separates some of the gases in the atmosphere that might be harmful to us. So since that keeps it away from us, that, you know, helps us actually live. So
Yeah.
here's the actual answer. It acts as a filtering mechanism against incoming UV radiation.
So yeah, basically between what we said, but yours was more scientific, mine was just, wear sunscreen, you know. What is Ozone Action Day? I don't know.
Ooh, this one, I think I'm a little stumped on this one too.
Yeah.
Any guesses?
Nope. Air alert sent by the National Weather Service when ozone levels may reach dangerous levels the next day. It encourages residents to prevent air pollution. Oh, that's kind of cute.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but I wasn't like completely positive because
I thought it was a holiday.
Yeah.
Anyway, Yeah, Ozone Action Day. That, I like that they can give you a little bit of a heads up. You can decide to not spray so much of your hairspray the next day. That's kind of a nice way to look at it.
Yeah, I think it's also a good thing, if you're maybe a little bit more sensitive to like some certain things in the air as well. So I think that's, really cool that they actually, the NWS sends out those.
You kind of get what you put into it. What is World Ozone Day? Okay, this has got to be a holiday, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, it's probably pretty similar. World Ozone Day. I think it has something to do with basically just. This one's low-key summer me, low-key.
I think, I was going to say it's probably sometime over the summer. It says September 16th.
Oh, look at
that's
that.
today.
It is today.
Wow.
Wow, and it perfectly aligned with Trivia Tuesday. What a coincidence.
Yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, I was thinking it'd be over the summer just because that's like hot. Even though the ozone isn't associated with heat, it seems like it is sometimes,
Yeah.
But yeah, we the meteorologists are good at science, I promise. But for now, I think we're gonna take it on over to our next segment with someone who's hopefully a little smarter than we are right now. Mila, tell us what's going on.
Yes, thank you guys. It was very interesting learning about all these ozone-related days. But for now, we are going to take a look at our beautiful skies across campus. My favorite is personally the EOAS sky. I just love to see all the blue hues. And for our dog walk forecast, just look at this temperature warm up, 82 degrees, actually an 11-degree difference between 9 a.m. and 11. So if you're gonna take your dog for a walk, maybe do it a little earlier, unless the heat doesn't bother you as much. But for our pool forecast, it is going to be a fantastic day for the pool just because of these high temperatures. So take advantage of it. That's what I was doing earlier. I was doing some studying by my pool. And even though it is a little drier out, it is still air you can wear with it for you curly hair girls. So you might want to make sure you're doing your hair. And the pollen is still high. I am feeling it, especially for the tree and grass pollen, but hopefully we see that make its way out soon. And we just do have a moderate air quality risk with this pollen. And we are experiencing no delays for our Tallahassee airport, but that is not the case for the rest of the country. With Denver, you are going to be very delayed just because of some severe weather, and JFK, it's in the cards. It's a big city. It's going to be a little delayed from time to time. And yes, we are experiencing no delays, but that is not the case for the rest of the country. And for our weekend, it is looking like these temperatures will continue. At least our lows are staying low. Love to see that. And I love to see some sun. Maybe if you're going to go to the football game for Parents' Weekend, it would be a great day for that. Definitely bring some water, but at least it's not going to be very stormy and there will be some cloud cover to help cool you off. And now we are going to take it to another look at the local.
Yeah, we're going to take one last look at Doak Campbell Stadium. It is a beautiful night out as always. I should have encouraged you in the beginning to take this episode outside, but now it's not too late. Get outside, enjoy it if you can handle the heat. It's a beautiful night out, 80s throughout most of our area, and tonight it's going to cool down as the sun starts to go down, so you can have a little bit of that. Clear skies for the most part, except for you down there in Perry, a little bit of clouds in there too. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to skyrocket back up into the 90s again. Sorry, guys. 90s, 89 here in Tallahassee, 90s for the most part. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing the word 90 here, but day planner, I would shoot to do your outdoor plans around 9. That would be my pick there, but adjust accordingly, whether you're warm-blooded, cold-blooded, on your way to class. Layers are always helpful. Future radar and clouds, we're not seeing much for the next couple of days. Some passing clouds, maybe a little bit of pop-ups with some precipitation, but really not all that much to worry about. We've been really dry here in the Panhandle, and as we take a look at our 7-day forecast, it's going to kind of reflect that. We have a lot of sun coming up, couple of clouds, couple of rain chances on the back end of the week, but for the most part, we're warming up into the 90s every single day. Yay! Sorry guys, but 60s for the most part for your lows, so you get a little bit of relief during the nighttime. It's really not going to be all that bad for you guys. Just get out and enjoy the last few days of summer because fall will be coming soon and then we'll start to cool off into winter. Just be grateful for what we have in the present here. I'm so sorry to be the bearer of bad news if you hate the heat, but for now, I think we're going to take it on over to our closing desk with Mila and Chris.
That's right. Now, I know you're probably sick of us here talking about all these warm, toasty temperatures at this point, but definitely looking forward to a little bit of a cool down, hopefully in the future.
Oh, I am too. I want to do the full activities, but I want the temperatures to match. I just feel like it doesn't feel right going to a pumpkin patch in 90-degree weather.
Yeah, I couldn't agree
That's
more.
not-
Like, it doesn't even feel like pumpkin spice season yet. It's
No.
just something's just off. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta wait just a couple more weeks, and hopefully we'll feel a little bit more of those fall-like conditions around here in the Big Bend.
Yes, I definitely cannot wait for it to happen. I mean, we're coming up on the fall temperatures. It starts to come around early October.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if there is a positive to this, you know, at least there's not as much humidity out there, so it is still pretty pleasant. So, you know, now's definitely a great time to just enjoy that beautiful sunshine while we still have it.
Right. And look at our sky of the week. This is in Zephyr Hills, Florida. Just look at those colors.
Oh my goodness. I'm really jealous of that sunset. It kind of reminds me a little bit of back home and just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous sunset there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And remember you can send in any sky, pick your favorite, and every Tuesday we will choose a picture to feature, and you know, you could even have your pet featured. Just look at the cat.
Yeah, exactly. So again, make sure to send in those pictures to @FSU Weather. We're on X and Instagram. Basically, just send us those pictures. You can also reach out to the student meteorologist on the show. And speaking of which, make sure to follow us on X @FSU Weather.
Like us on Facebook at FSU Weather.
Be sure to check out our Instagram page @FSU Weather.
So hopefully you're watching us on YouTube. Subscribe to us at FSU Weather.
But wait, don't forget to follow us on TikTok @FSU Weather. And we're going to leave you guys with one last look at your 7-day forecast.